They're supposed to be having a hurricane supposed to be hitting this bitch. But I just wanted to lay up there and just come to y'all and just vamp some truth with y'all about the beginning of this shit will be the ending of this shit. When you lay up there and you look at the way that we live is the way that we was taught to live when we was taught to be some stupid ass fucking people. Most people sit there and they wanna wait for people to come in and be on their channel and shit. Me myself, I ain't about all that. Come on here, be on no channel, because I'm like this here. This is gonna get out to the people that it needs to get it out to, because it's gonna be it's gonna go to the people who needs it, and that means it's gonna go to the people who wants to be strengthened with knowing what the truth is within them. So, like I say again, it is what it is when the truth is just that, the truth. And the truth will set you free. And the only place where you can be free at is from where you started from to be. You started from nothing but a heart to be here consciously thinking. But as a baby, you have someone else giving you what you're supposed to be thinking. But once you become an adult, it's time for you to reboot your way of thinking and start the processing of all that you was taught all over again when you start seeing some holes in some of the shit that you was taught. I'm just saying. When I hear now to know what the truth is, to filter everything through my heart, we've been lied to the point where I'm going to get Dr. Ray Hagen to lay up there and give you the analysis of what he found out, because he can read and write, and he has been ministering to the bullshit that he was taught that was supposed to be straight. Because I tell you, and anybody out there that thinks something is wrong with me, let me enlighten you on something for you to see. I haven't been to the hospital in 3 years. Ever since I gave my life up. Meaning, I wasn't baptized in the name of no Christ or no Jesus. None of those things. I gave up on that word God as being the Creator's name. But I know that at that time of me being here, I knew at that time of me being here, I didn't want to be here, because of all the stress that I was going through for being a paraplegic. All the stress that I was going through for having stomach problems for digesting my food for being a paraplegic. All the stress that I was going through from all the complications that the medication was doing when it was changing all the thoughts to go along with the DNA, to go along with all that really is for a person to be straight. It was all because of the medication and the doctors. So to go back to where I was at, where I was telling you I gave up on life, to be giving life back, to be talking to you and telling you something that's straight and straight to the point, is pointing at you as you being responsible for you, knowing what the truth is within you to come out of you. Because the truth is, you breathe, and you know that. For you to think that there's anything diviner than what's inside of you working against all that's outside of you, that's fucked up trying to get in. That's bullshit, just like the bullshit that you was taught that ain't the truth. Because I started off with the truth being just this. When I was giving life back to live life straight, I tell you, but I'm not going to cry today. I did not want to come back to this bullshit. I was straight where I was at with the creator of all that. They turned this into the being bullshit. Do you actually think I would want to come back to this bullshit after being that straight? To now be here as straight as an arrow shot at a target, knowing it's going to hit in the middle. To be as sharp as a razor that can cut a hair particle down the middle. To be able to tell you that love unconditionally, the feeling is the true creator of all that has been and will be created, even after the creations that was the greatest. Creation is to be in given life, free will, and choices too. Because what makes the creator within us so divine is the creator would never control your mind and take away your free will and your choices. That's what makes the creator so divine. Because the creator already know it's man that's making all these different choices. And it's him having free will to stop the original creator, love, unconditional, from going to infinity. Man stops the love when man starts the hate. Because one thing about love unconditionally, the creator of it all, is in you to know what's straight. You know what's wrong when someone feel wrong to something that you do that's wrong to them. But like I say again, the trick or treat was them tricking you to believe in a God and a Jesus and not knowing the truth is in you. So here is Rehagen, however his name is pronounced, giving you a little more truth.
Oh man, I'll tell you the truth. I am really enjoying talking about what I've been sharing with you for the last couple of weeks. I know that the messages have not been what we call evangelistic messages, but most of y'all have heard that all your life anyhow. Right now, brothers and sisters, you need to know what's going on in your world that you live in. A couple of weeks ago, we talked about disaster by design. I think you heard that on the radio last Sunday, if you weren't here. Last week we talked about the emergency powers of the President of the United States, which aired this morning on the radio. Today I want to continue in the same vein so that we as Africans can catch up to what's going on in our society. I want us to come up to speed to what's going on around us. So today I want to tell y'all really what they have been holding back from us and totally misdirected our minds into thinking something other than what really is. Today I want to talk about this subject. Who really owns and runs America? Who really owns this country? Who really runs this country? I know a lot of people think that the president does. A lot of people think that Congress does. A lot of people think that the House and Senate, which comprises Congress, I know they think that these lawmakers run the country. Brothers and sisters, I got news for you today. These people are nothing but pawns in what is called an international game of chess.
Feel so good outside, man?
Now, those of
I like knowing to be for a little while.
Huh?
I like knowing to be when it get ready to do what it do.
Yeah, it felt good. Feels good. I was just happy. Woo! Walking down the street by myself. It was about the next. He was not too far from behind me. He started laughing. I said, yeah, man, it feels good out here. Do what you're doing, Father. That's how, like, well, you know. I know.
I heard that.
No, but I said Yahweh.
I heard that.
I promise I said Yahweh when I was out there.
I can read that.
But I said, Father, no.
Nigga said,
Yeah.
everybody in tune to that daddy shit, man.
Yeah.
Because like I said again,
I correct myself, but I said it correctly when I was out there, but I correct myself just now.
One thing about it, you correct yourself.
Yeah.
See, you correct yourself. You took the time out your heart to stop yourself and do that. And that's what I'm saying. A feeling is only going to do that. The Creator created the feeling for you to do that.
So,
and that's why you did it.
Guess what I did today? Guess what I did? I'm at the bus stop. A man come up there with the 2 children in, like 2 years old and maybe 3 years old, and he in a stroller. And it's raining. So the rain didn't even. So he look on his phone. The next thing I hear, he said, "Man, look, we going because this ain't gonna ease up." I said, "What it is?" So I said, he about to go out and push the babies them out, and they about to walk home. I said, hold up, you about to walk? And a Spanish man sitting at the bench, in the bench. We all underneath the shed. I said, hold up, you about to walk? I said, man, please. I can't allow you to walk down the road with these children and in the rain. I said, man, you got to get to work. Okay, but think about if you get them children sick with this rain, pushing them in the stroller, then you're really going to be missing what? And then your woman, she going to be mad as hell at you for getting the babies and sick because you in the rain. He said, I don't have a woman. It's just me and my 2 boys. I was like, oh, damn. I said, well, you know what? I definitely can't. You're not walking in this weather. There's no way. I said, hey man, take my umbrella. Y'all go home. What about you, man? Look, I good, man. Take the umbrella and go home. No, we don't want to take the umbrella. I ain't gonna see you again. I said, man, look, it doesn't matter. But I cannot allow you. So he said, no, I don't want it. So he started pushing. I jumped in front of the stroller. I said, man, look. He said, you something else, you know. I said, yes, I am. You see these children here? I don't know you and you don't know me. But I cannot allow you. Because I'll be mad as hell if you come home pushing these children and then you telling me we made it home. What? Hell no. So what I ended up doing was, because he don't want the umbrella, I ended up walking them home.
Nah. And I say again, that's what we was created to do. You see? This is what we were created. I know you felt so overwhelmed afterwards.
You know, yes, because I'm like...
Because like I said again, this is what we was created to do for each other.
That's
and not have no
natural.
problem whatsoever. Because like I said again, the divine creator is in us to create that moment of that pleasure of doing that for somebody other than us.
He's saying, he look at me sideways, all kind of ways. He trying to fight me, but I see his anxiousness trying to come to me wrong. But I'm not giving up that vibe. I'm like, look, you're not even.
The vibration of the love of yours more powerful than his.
Man.
It overwhelmed it because love is gonna overpower this evil. But a lot of bullshit gonna happen to people that's bullshitting in this, and it's gonna be horrible. But it is what it is. It's not the creator love. It's man doing it.
It's the people, man.
It's the people, baby. It's the people, because I got this girl on here that I want to live in a dress so bad, but I don't want to address her to the point where it's rough or wrong. I want her to go off.
No, but you know, but the only way how she gonna go off on you if you tell you the real, true, straight up, and you don't know how to sugarcoat it.
I do know, because right now it's going out right now to her now. Because everything's being broadcast.
Oh yeah.
But
anywho, I walked the family home. Women stopped asking me if we needed a ride. He said, no, we got it. Man, the child is laughing his ass off as we walking down the road.
All the time, I'm just trying to finish what the Creator gave to you. What you created out of nothing but the compassion of those kids, not the man, the kids. But the vibration was family oriented.
Yes.
It's the circle of life, baby. So like I say again, as the Creator gave to me, I let it flow through me like the water flows, because that's the only thing that's strong enough to go where it goes. and can't nobody stop it. That's just like the love, unconditional, the feeling that you were feeling in that circle of love that that you showed. You showed it to them. You showed it to them. You ain't just, I pray for you. No, you show the action.
And then walk my ass back to my bus stop away from the bus.
And once again, your heart beat in that moment because your heart was beating with the magnetic rotational pull of the earth pulling you from that moment into the next one. And as you got that moment, your day just got brighter and brighter and brighter. And all it's going to take to fuck it up is some human being here.
Yes, some stupidity. There's somebody that want to mess you up. No, they our job is not really a job. It's supposed to be a passion. But it turns into a job because of people. People, how they look at it. What you going to do for me? I do this for you. What I get in return? What I get in?
See, because like I said again, what you did was straight out of the love of you didn't want to see anything happen bad with those kids. Because one thing about a cold, they can catch a cold and the doctors kill them. I'm just being honest with you. They catch the cold and the doctor kill them because all the mom and dad got to do is give them some rest and some juices. And they're straight. But they take them to the doctor. And that's when they done with them. But
so he texted me. He texted me later. I was like, I'm on the bus. I just got off the bus. And this week he texted me saying, he said, we made it. We made it. And everyone is dry. They know dry. They dry off now. My angel of mercy, I really appreciate your random act of kindness today. Please be careful and try to stay dry. And again, thank you very much. And he signed off with his name.
And like I say again, he called you his angel of mercy. Yes, because you came in the flesh. You didn't send the bullshit. And I'm telling you, the bullshit is the twinkle bells, man. And the twinkle bells don't normally get there. Nah, you was there.
He looked at me like, I ain't never, are you serious?
Like I said again,
I don't know what thought he had about
you touched that moment, baby.
But it was not of me on that time.
Like I said, you touched that moment because it was all the creator in you. It was like, it wasn't nothing but that moment for you and them. And he couldn't even understand the whole thing.
He was confused like a mug.
Because he can't because we've been taught not to know that side of love.
I'm telling you, he did not. He looked at me like, bitch, you crazy? He was going to tell me what to do with my child, but he couldn't speak it because I was like, no. Look, the Spanish dude that was sitting underneath the shed with me, he just got up politely. I don't know where he disappeared to. But he just got up because he was like, no.
And what else in this hour is your color fear people. Why? Is because they put that moment in people's eyes to fear their color like the brown, the black,
them bitches, them blah blah blah, whatever. No, it's okay. I can act like that. But you
can't fear all that. You see, and that's what this is motivated. The world is motivated. There's a color to fear. When there's nothing to fear but fear itself.
All you gotta do is just show me the same love that y'all show each other.
Come on.
Look, y'all be in a better place because we can help her. You're just like how you can help we.
The whole circle will go around without a problem.
Not one Skype.
You see, because one thing about a problem in the humans being here, there's not a problem here that we could not solve. There's not a problem here that we could not solve when we come together to solve it. But if we don't want it to be solved, it won't be solved. There you go. If they are divided, it can't come to the problem. And it's like it's here, and just like what he's saying.
Is that the will of the majority or the mob should regulate?
I can go to sleep.
Like I said again, you experience the divine intervention of what you are really here for. And see, like what him is playing right now, who own the United States, and the same one that owns the United States is the one that painted the picture that everybody is seeing as a picture.
The majority.
Yeah, they done. Oh, but I still. This is Mr. Davis. I'm so glad I got it back. I thought I lost it.
And see, I got on there and I smoked my motherfucking weed. I left and I said, this here will beat medication out hands down when you look at cigarettes and kill more motherfuckers than alcohol do. And y'all live there talking about a class 1 drug is marijuana. Fuck you. Because every time I think about how y'all done fucked over everybody, make me want to motherfucking cry, y'all sons of bitches. Because we got people dying right now of hydrocodone on shit. It did.
Washing away all the
that's funny. It's so
cleansing the earth.
Like I say, it's so mind-boggling that they're the ones that's doing this, D. The motherfuckers in the clouds right now sprinkling shit in the motherfucking clouds so they can intensify the fucking circle of the shit. And I'm like, this is horrible. It's horrible for people to be doing other people some bullshit and not understand the old stand. Eventually the shit gonna come back on you and your family, you stupid bitch. It's like, what is you thinking? You ain't thinking of repercussions of later on what you doing now? And they not.
Oh, they see that it's affected.
They not.
Affected, they got to change it.
They not. They live there and actually seeing this shit as, all right, we got 150 years from now to rectify this here. No, you don't. It don't work like that. Because everything is happening. If they're not controlling it, it's Mother Nature upset.
It's affecting outer space, so we're going to feel it at some point.
Like I said, it's
what
all...
What they're going to have to kick out.
It's anything, like I said, cause and effect. Cause and effect. Something have to cause the effect. And this man ripping Mother Nature, Mother Earth of all her everything.
Maybe that picture that I took is what's coming to Earth.
Hey,
that's what they blew up and it cracked on the 4th of July.
I feel like it's here. It rocks just this simple.
And it didn't do anything but speed up the process.
And it rocks just this simple, D. You won't be surprised.
I'm not.
That's it. That's the top and bottom line of what's really living.
Listen to me. I'm not.
I know, but I'm saying
if
you
I'm
won't
walking
be.
And I see if I'm walking one day and the sky just busts open, I already know because I've seen it already and I know what's coming.
And I tell like anybody that listening right now, to be surprised for what you wasn't surprised when you was born to this motherfucker.
No,
Shit,
didn't know.
You didn't know a motherfucking thing. Shit. But you gotta realize right now.
It's thinking it's really on the other side.
See, it's like I said, it's surprising to think now is the time to know something, know this. You gotta look to get to the other side.
Why was he trying to get to the other side?
He don't even much know.
No, he knew.
You see, he thought the other side was gonna be different than the side he was on.
He probably was running from the bullshit.
And see, like I said. Like your boy just said, oh, that nigga for saying that. He left there and said, you ever heard the story of the lie and the truth?
What's always running to catch up?
Well, this is the lie and the truth came to a point, and the lie told the truth. I wonder how far you can swim in this water.
Say what now?
I wonder how far you can swim in this water.
Oh shit.
And
it takes a lot of bullshit to keep you afloat, right?
The lie told the truth. I wonder how far you can swim in this water. So the truth said, I can swim far. So when the truth took off his clothes and swam in the water,
the lie stayed the fuck behind now.
The lie took the truth clothes and put them on.
Oh.
So when the lie took the truth clothes and put them on, he took off and left.
So you got the naked truth.
You fucked up the whole thing because it was cold how you put it, boy.
That was the naked truth, huh?
You cold how you put it.
Like the scorpion and the fox when they was crossing the river. And the fox told the scorpion, jump on your nose. And then he was like, oh, you're so nice or whatever. And then he ended up eating the scorpion. So the point of the story was, oh, the sly fox, the slick fox, how they can slick you out, you know, come in and take over so fast and you don't even fucking know. You're gone out. You're gone. I was like, wow. But now, they was trying to tell that story to me at my JOB, and girls them. But I tell them, hey, you stupid trying to tell a story like that to me. Or you talking it and it's pretending to me. It's like, you know, y'all stupid. Man, they tried to give me hell when I went to work Thursday. I said enough is enough. I ain't gonna talk no more because I know you understand.
Eventually, the people realize that the sheriff is right, and they disperse and they go home. At least that's the way it ought to turn out. The Republican form of government has triumphed over the Democratic form of the mob.
Today was a beautiful day. I feel like a millionaire,
There's another situation,
a billionaire, a trillionaire. I feel like a priceless rich winner. You hear me? A priceless rich winner.
I say this to you.
That makes sense?
Make a lot of sense. But don't overthink yourself.
Oh no.
Just let things flow through you.
I did many things today. I run from the water. I run from getting splashed. My umbrella, I felt like Black Mary Poppins. Because my umbrella, I thought it was going to pick up and fly away with me because it was so big and the wind just came out of nowhere and whoop it.
Because I know one thing. I'm on here to talk to that girl there because she said a lot of good things. But I want her to feel where I'm going at with her saying that she's saying this shit as strong as I'm saying it to you right now, D. God, the man, gave her something. And I was like,
Is that what she said?
You know, she said, the God, the man, gave her something. And I was like, and then she said, she ordained by the God, to say, and then she started saying all these things out the Bible of what she read, and I'm like, but if you're ordained, you won't be reciting something out of the Bible and then
you got to, because those are your words of weapon.
See, just what I'm saying.
You know what to, you know.
Like I was saying again, she was saying these things over what she wasn't saying from her heart.
Yeah.
You see?
She's saying exactly how she read it.
Like I say again, she was overthinking herself because she was reading something and not saying what she felt. And I'm like, girlfriend, you're on the road and your passion is there, but what you're saying is wrong than two left shoes. So,
that's something that's been taught to you. Can you tell me something? Can you tell me something that's out of your mouth? Man, I got this song that I love by Kendrick Lamar. He say, man, I'm tired of y'all with these photoshopping females. Can I get a female with some real ass, a little satellite, a little stretch marks? Let me feel that. I miss that. I want that back. Bring the real shit back. Don't Photoshop shit. Don't.
When you look at everything nowadays, it is somebody else saying somebody else is saying.
Driven by greed.
It is what it is. And like she was saying, she was good in what she was saying about we gotta come together and everything, but how she was saying it still was thrown off. And if you don't get into believing in God and Jesus coming, I'll throw.
People, that's all they know. And they like, who in the fuck is you to come tell me about who not to praise? Because that's what they know and that's what they gonna stick by. So if that's what they die by, that's what they die by. So you live by this, you die by that.
So that's just you straight.
No, that's just me telling you how they feel about it. That's not me telling you. That's how I feel about it.
I know that, D. I know that, D. You metaphorical. I got you. I'm metaphorical. I got you, baby. I got you. I'm not explaining. I'm explaining it to the people. So that's what I'm saying. I know you straight as an arrow too. So like I said again, those ones that's not having it, it ain't me to.
They gonna bassel you, shut you off. Whatever. We don't want to hear that.
But it ain't me to give up on them.
No,
I say it again. It ain't me to give up on them because
that don't stop you from doing. That's not stopping you.
No, because one thing about them
you're not gonna be the truth no more. Because then you're trying to say what they want you to say.
Thank you. Because if I live there and give into them not wanting to hear what I'm saying to them that's truer than what them saying to me, if they can't explain to me what they're saying something that somebody gave to them to say because they couldn't explain it to me. Because I can explain.
They don't want to explain it because they don't have the time to think. They don't want. They like, nah, man, I don't have time for that shit, man. I got other things going. I don't want to hear that. I don't go with what I know and what I feel right now, and that's what it is.
And right there is when you go to the point where, okay, so I'm not respectable with you enough to have.
Because you're going to get told disrespect from that. They're going to be like, man, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear that.
See, and that's when you know that the truth is something that they don't want to have.
They satisfied with what they got.
Right, they satisfied with how the world is going with all the bullshit. That's how you get. That's how you get the.
Ain't nothing affecting me. I don't see what you're talking about, man.
And that's how they be. And that's how they be. And
I'm like, man, I don't know what you're talking about, man.
And most of them that I talk to on the internet that be like that, all I can say to them is, so you a part of the problem because you don't give a fuck about nobody else about nothing but what you getting going on. What you got going on is all that really matters, right or wrong. And that's what they be like. All right, nigga, well I'm holler at you.
Yeah, bye.
And I'll be like, hold on, dog. Don't leave me like that. I don't want to leave all rough and rugged and something happen to you.
You've been already rough with their fucking. That's why they ain't on there.
But like I said again,
they don't want that.
whenever you can rough with somebody sort of that don't want that they need to live there and think about what it is that they don't want that's said.
Oh, the song is called Be Humble. Be humble. Be humble.
I know, I ain't talking to y'all, I'm talking to folks looking at me on
I
television.
want you to jam that. You can pull that up. Let's jam that.
Everybody said this big
Be
oil
humble.
and big banks spell big
Trouble. For you, baby. Because if you
Now,
ain't
I
got
want y'all to see how
that,
this thing working, people.
you don't matter.
What happened in New York a couple of weeks ago? What tragedy happened? Y'all tell me.
Well, 9/11.
World Trade Center was destroyed, right? The Twin Towers of the World Trade Center was destroyed. And you know what they told us? They told us that.
Oh, isn't that when they took the dollar bill or something like that together? You see the World Trade and the fire that was behind it. This, when we did this, when we saw this with this dollar bill, and it happened when I was in this country. You know what? That was like when I was like in elementary.
I know how long that was. I know how long that was.
Fold that up.
So like
everything.
So like I told this girl that was on here that was saying,
that's not new.
God, He's showing you right now His wrath. He's showing you His power of. And see now there you go. You sound like her. Shit. You see you can put. See you keep on saying no. It ain't no.
No, he's just showing you.
She tired. Mother Earth, Mother Nature. See that's what I'm saying. To create. See everybody. Cause see this is how y'all was taught. Y'all was taught to say He to the point where the whole explaining of what I'm about to explain gonna make so much sense to you. Man was only created for one motherfucking thing. Period. Nah. He wasn't created to be your heavenly father. He was created to be a fucking father to his motherfucking seed. Period.
I'm a little tired today, but I didn't get much sleep. This thing had me so charged.
Because all it's about is that motherfucking woman shit. I'm here to tell you that this whole thing. Because it's all when you look at it from A to D. Shit. What do the ants do for the queen? What do the bees do for the queen? See what the man do to the queen? The D changed it all the damn ding-a-ling. I'm just saying.
I'm going to talk slow so you can do the math now as I speak. 2 of the 10 largest banks in the world are affiliated with 12 oil companies. Those 2 banks are Citicorp and Chase Manhattan.
Reach for the people to hear some of the shit they don't want to hear. That's why I'm putting on this Grand Theft Auto, messing with their ear. Holla if you hear me.
Tightly woven and interwoven with OPEC. Now, for those of you who don't know what OPEC is, OPEC, I'm sure you might have heard it, it stands for Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries.
Be humble.
In other words, these are the countries that got the oil. Now, because of this, it's only natural, follow this people, it's only natural that these United States banks, if all of your money in the bank is from an OPEC country, who is your allegiance going to be to? The United States or OPEC? You got that right? So what we're dealing with here is these United States banks don't have an allegiance to the United States, but rather to the international community. Now, let's create a hypothesis, even though it's not far from a hypothesis. You hear what I'm saying?
Be humble.
Just suppose that OPEC decided to pull its money out of the United States banks.
Be humble.
Now, if they pull out every cent deposited in big United States banks, it would spell disaster for this country. Well, like I said, it ain't that far from a hypothesis. OPEC had planned to do that. Now you understand why, when George Bush came into office, the first person he immediately had a meeting with was Alan Greenspan, the director of the Federal Reserve. You see, they had to talk about how they're going to compensate for all of this money being snatched out of United States banks. Y'all with me? Y'all ain't getting scared of me now, are you? Okay, all right. Now, it's difficult for us to understand just how powerful these oil countries and international bankers are in terms of wealth. But you got to understand something, people. Y'all ever heard the phrase say, money talks? Yeah. In the end, it ain't got nothing to do with your patriotism. Now, when it comes to banks, banks are in the business of making money, not being patriotic. And it's money that talks and motivates and controls the actions of nations.
Be humble.
I'm going to blow y'all's mind with this. 90%. What did I just say, people? 90% of OPEC's money is on deposit in United States banks. Now see, we can't relate to that because most of us are broke. The most we can do is try to get some kind of an imaginative idea of what we're talking about here. But when I say 90% of OPEC's money is on deposit in the United States Bank, I'm talking about over $1 trillion. I didn't say millions. I did not say billions. I said over $1 trillion is on deposit in major United States banks by OPEC.
I love that.
But that's so you can understand how this works.
It's because, like I said again, it's a big debt.
That beat is real, but he also, that's one of the best rappers out there right now that's giving knowledge to me.
Right, because he just did a video that went.
Oh, you like my shoes?
What countries are
Yep.
Algeria, Indonesia, Iran,
My shoes.
Iraq.
I needed something really bad. I don't have any. And that floor stuff be killing me. Too low to the ground.
Yeah, nice.
I can't do it. Still like that? I got one more.
Heard about the shell situation going on in Nigeria with the Ongami people there. Qatar, Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, and Venezuela. These are all OPEC countries. Now, mind you, brothers and sisters, hear what I'm about to tell you. Saudi Arabia by itself is the nation with the most deposits in United States banks. Saudi Arabia has the most investments in commercial real estate in this country. securities. Now, how did the United States allow itself to get in this predicament? How did that happen? Well, you got to understand. Let's go back and let's do some history here. In 1973, the OPEC nations raised their prices some 400%. I don't know how many of y'all remember the gas prices back then. Now, you got to understand, money started, falling in on them people because we paid the prices. The oil, their income soared from $29 billion in 1973 to $100 billion in 1974. Oil that sold for $2.59 a barrel in 1973 was $10.95 in 1974.
I like them too.
Yeah, I like them.
I like the jean type. And go with so many different things.
Yes.
Light nigga, dog nigga, folk nigga, real nigga, rich nigga, low nigga, house nigga, still nigga.
Still nigga. Still nigga.
Now, with such a windfall and billions of dollars, these Arabs didn't know what to do with their money. They sit around meeting, what shall we do with our money? So guess who ran to their aid? The United States government. The United States, because of their greed, said, we'll tell you what to do, Ricky. Listen to how it works. The United States rushed over and talked to the president of their banks, and suddenly, banks that used to be nationally funded are now called international banks. And they became international. With this lust for money, their newfound pot of gold at the end of the arid rainbow, the big banks urged the United States government to follow this thing, people. The big banks told the United States government, don't propose no debt.
Still nigga.
Don't fight it. They want to raise their prices, don't y'all say nothing. Let the people complain, but y'all better not complain. Yeah, buddy. Or people listening is deep. By 1985, the Arab oil-producing bloc of nations had, now notice I said, by 1985. By 1985, the Arab-producing country, oil-producing countries, had deposited $1 trillion in the United States Bank. This is 2001. Now here's the problem, y'all. The concentration of wealth in the hands of a few big banks in the United States, whose ultimate power is and may be held by Middle East nations themselves control. Dig this. As I told you, 90% of the tax oil money has been handled by 6 banks in the United States. When I say this, it's going to really blow your mind. 6 banks in the United States have handled over 90% of OPEC's oil money, and 5 of those banks is in New York. And where do you think those
That's your
5 banks
pocket for
are?
something, baby.
World Trade Center. Making sense now? See, here's the problem, people. This is the type of control that determines who's going to become the president of this country. They ain't your vote. I'm trying to tell you that. Y'all around there getting upset because they ain't counting your vote. If they did count it, it wouldn't matter. They gonna do what they want to do anyhow. This is the type of control that sets and determines the limits of power. This is the kind of control that could strip away any limits of power and make possible a dictatorship. This is the kind of control that's paving the way for a new world order and also a new marking system, which the book of Revelation calls the mark of the beast. Now, if you just look back in history a little bit, you can get an inkling of what I'm talking about.
Right here for Mr. David.
What suck it in?
What happens when an oil-producing company decides to withdraw their money from the United States? Well, in the fall of 1978, now mind you, it didn't happen. It was just rumored that it was going to happen. Somebody put out the rumor that Kuwait was getting ready to withdraw $2 billion from the United States. Well, if they had done that, it would have caused the stock market to crash and all that kind of mess. Such a withdrawal would have caused financial panic in this country. And the administration of that day, and by the way, the president at that time was a man known as James Earl Carter. Y'all know him as Jimmy Carter. James Earl Carter, President Jimmy Carter, check this, people, quickly bought up $30 billion worth of dying U.S. dollars on the world market in order to stabilize our predicament. That's why these presidents leave office with such gray hair. When it turned out that Kuwait was not withdrawing its money, it was only a rumor. The rumor touched off near